All right. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing today? Let me make sure the audio is okay and make sure everything's fine before we get started in this and just talk about the market because I'm excited. I am excited about different things, and obviously, things that are green make you more happy. At least they do for me. I can't say the same for everyone, but they do make me happy. So I'm sure they make a lot of other people happy. I'm going to wait for people to get in here. Thank you guys for joining. Anybody that has joined, I appreciate it. We got 52 people here so far. Make sure you guys smash that like button as soon as you get in here. You know, I have to create the poll. Um, no. I'm gonna keep that up for a little bit. Make sure people smash that like button. That's going to be a poll that we run for maybe just a little bit, just to make sure people that are getting in here hit the like button, or don't hit the like button. You can hit the dislike button if you want. Just some sort of engagement. You know what I mean? I should say, did you hit like or dislike yet? Because some people dislike the videos, and I'm okay with that. We have 160 people here, guys. Continue to get in here and hit the like button, ask your questions. We will get into some stuff. 10 million in Lunatics. That's good. Good morning. Looking good this morning. Thank you. Thank you. If you guys have a second, you guys can go and check out, my merch line that's down below. I've had it for quite some time. I think over a year now. Profits Apparel, profitsapparel.com. The link should be right in the description, right down below. And you can get yourself a shirt. I know we do have, if you're a woman, we have crop top hoodies. We have tank tops. We have the regular hoodies, which I really like. But it's just clean, a simple design, and you wouldn't even think that you're wearing a YouTuber's merch line, because it's a pro fit, right? It's profits. It's a pro fit. Get yourself a shirt or something today. We still got that line going on, and I have a bunch of shirts. Love the way they fit. Feel free to go and check it out. I need Cronos to jump back. Yeah, we do need to see Cronos jump back. Obviously, I would love to see Cronos make a huge move. Right now, it's at about 13 cents, but I need to see it make a huge move. There's a lot of things that are making some moves. Mainly, I would say the push is coming from Ethereum, right? Ethereum is looking like we're going to see the flippening happen. And I mean, I would be excited if that does happen. Matt, how are you? Is everything okay? I was worried if you were okay. Yeah, I told everybody that I was going on vacation. I was going to try and upload some videos, but it was insanely difficult to upload anything or even record anything. Because we had a lot of stuff that were going on. Usually on this vacation or on these type of vacations, we go to the beach a bunch, and I'm not a beach person, so I figured if they were going to the beach for like 10 hours or something, or 12 hours, I would take 2 of those hours and record a video and not sit on the beach, because I don't do that. But we didn't do that. We ended up going to different places and doing other things rather than just being on the beach, which is cool. I love that. When you go on vacation, I would imagine that what everybody wants to do is the things that people do in that area. I know a lot of people go to the beach because that's where you are, but there's also other things. You could play mini golf. You could, go to, I don't know, a boardwalk, right? You can walk down the boardwalk. You can go to different things, arcades, all that stuff. And there's just so much fun that we could do. And we ended up doing that. So we really had fun. Lunic updates right now. I haven't. We'll get into that in a little bit. Bad news expected in 48 hours. Yeah, but the point is that even if bad news is expected, even if anything we are seeing is going to. This is my opinion. What my opinion was that the low point that we saw was Bitcoin at 17.7. I don't see a level to where this is decreasing down to that point or lower than that point, while a lot of other people think that we're going to decrease a hell of a lot lower. I'm not that type of person, like, to think that way. The way that I see it, I've seen a 75% decrease down to 17.7, and that's big enough of a drop. I understand that a recession could be a lot bigger, but I think recessions really affect businesses more than they do, the crypto market, right? It should be, both. They should be affected, heavily, and the crypto market was affected heavily, but as long as the institutions decide to take a lot out of their holdings when it comes to crypto, which they already did, I mean, now we're just sitting on people trying to buy these dips, trying to buy the low point, Do you think it will dip a lot again? There's a chance that we could see it back down to, sub 19. But again, I don't think we're going to see it down to 17.7. That's just my opinion. From what I've seen, history and the amount of people that are involved in the crypto market, I don't see that. The only thing that I would say is it's horrible to see, exchanges get so much hate, obviously with, FTX and if anything's coming through Cronos, which I haven't heard much through crypto.com, Coinbase, Voyager, all of these places that are getting a bad rap, obviously some for good reason. It's just not sitting well in a lot of people's minds. Guys, we have 276 people here. And so far through the poll, right, it says we have 83 people that hit the like button, or 83% to hit the like button, which is 127 votes. So feel free to go and vote on that. Hit the like button or don't hit the like button. I'm okay with it. We want an honest poll here. So if you feel as though you're not going to hit the like button, that's okay. Answer it and let me know, because I want to know the percentage and how much my audience supports. Let's see. Let's scroll down. I just want to. Oh, come on. There we go. I just want to go through some stuff. Shirt shiller. Yeah, I'm shilling the shirt, I guess. I'm holding Cardano. It's the biggest in my portfolio. It's a good position. ETH is moving rapid. I know. Ethereum, let's actually bring this on the screen. So Ethereum is at 1,472. And I had a feeling that Ethereum would do damage. You could see that it's up in the last 7 days, up 28% versus Bitcoin being up 8%. The flippening can definitely happen. You see how close this is? So typically we're seeing, I know when it was, when Bitcoin was at 1 trillion, Ethereum was at like 500 billion, right? And we were seeing it to where Bitcoin was half, or Ethereum was about half of what Bitcoin was, a little bit less than half, right? And Bitcoin had about 40% of the dominance, but now we're seeing 42% of the dominance. Now we're seeing a little bit of the dominance go away to where we have 41% dominance. And I would imagine that you're looking at Ethereum that has most of the dominance as well, or at least 20%, close to 20% of the dominance here, which they're finding a way to make up that. So the flippening could happen, and I'm super ecstatic. I really want to see that happen. Hey, Matt, I mentioned X Drip a little while back, big gains to be made for Diamond Hands. That's great. If you're making any type of money from any position, feel free to talk about it, because obviously I want people to make money. It's not only about a long-term position for everybody. I want people to make money. 14K by September. You think 14K? All right, we'll have to see. I love your commitment and belief in Cronos. Yeah, I mean, Cronos is a great play. Everything that they did is setting them up for success. Where they're burning coins, where they're dialing it back in the amount of rewards. You can see that they knew that something was going to happen. Dialing it back and giving themselves some sort of comfort throughout this process, while you have others that still offer the same APY and are just trying to, survive. It's very difficult. I've heard nothing with crypto.com with any type of bankruptcy. I've heard nothing. besides, my video talking about what happens if that does happen, and will that happen. People mistook that video as something ridiculous, where they're like, hey, you clickbaited the hell out of me. I'm like, no, it says bankruptcy ? That means, are we going to see a bankruptcy? How we would see a bankruptcy. If we do, what can you do? It answers all of those questions, but people are like, nah, I don't like it. I'm not even watching the video. I'm just going to dislike it because I feel like it's clickbait. It's a damn question mark. Do people not see question marks? People only see the words. I don't know what's going on. Oops, I answered no and hit the like button. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I don't care. Obviously, I care that people answer it the right way, but I still appreciate you answered the poll and you hit the like button or dislike button, guys. If you want to hit the dislike button, I'm fine with that as well. Just, some sort of interaction with the buttons. Is the market crash over? In my opinion, I think it's actually it was at the lows, and right now we're seeing it kind of hover between this consolidation point where we were trying to break 1 trillion. We did break 1 trillion. I don't know how high it did get because I haven't been watching it for the last couple of days, but yeah, I think that we're not going to see a further crash than what we have seen, in my opinion. You didn't know the crash was over. I didn't know the crash was over. I mean, I didn't think that we were going to see anything lower, and I've been saying that for weeks, months, basically. Matt, do you think we're going to pull back again? I want to buy more, but don't want to buy on green candles. Yes, I do think we're going to pull back again. So $1 trillion, it got above $1 trillion. We are going to see a little bit of a decrease, and it most likely will pull back. Any type of larger decrease that you see is followed by, or increase that you see is followed by a decrease. Any rip is followed by a dip. That's just how that happens. I heard you on the Lunatics AMA from your car. Yeah, I wanted to ask the question because I didn't know what they asked throughout the whole thing. I wanted to hear, their voice. I did see that you did a video. I didn't watch it though. Well, I started to watch it and then the kids interrupted me, so I didn't watch it. But I will try and watch it. Why y'all keep baiting people in? Why do I keep baiting people in? I mean, if you look at the market is looking good. I'm just going to leave it at that. We're still going lower after this little pump, Matt. I would agree. We're going to see that a pullback. But the problem is that when people are looking at a crash, they think it's going to fall further, right? Where it is right now, yes, it can drop. Easily can drop. But will it go back down to 17.7? I don't believe so. I believe we will see it hover, in between those areas. And now that we broke 1 trillion, we'll find a different place to hover, right? So instead of resisting at 900 billion, we're now finding a resistance at, that 1 trillion mark, a little bit further than 1 trillion. So yes, it will pull back a little bit. I 100% agree. But the issue is that people are starting to look at the crash as something that always needs to continue to increase. The markets won't continue to increase every single day. You have to know that. What will happen is the markets will increase one day, maybe increase another day, decrease the next day, increase another day, decrease the next day. You're going to see fluctuation, but the overall movement on the position or on the market throughout months, you'll see is probably more of an incline than a decline, right? Matt, may I ask what's your opinion on stock exchange? Will they go below what they are, or will they be like crypto and have a reach the bottom? So for the stock market, if that's what you're asking here, for the stock market, I believe that they still have quite a bit of potential to go lower. The reason why is because businesses are a different story. businesses function based on what people can spend, right? What consumer spending is. So if people can't spend money, people don't have money, then it will be difficult for the markets to move in the right direction, right? Not only just buying the positions, buying the stock, but also buying the product, right? If the products are more expensive, people have less money, it's going to be very difficult for them to buy anything, and it's just going to be horrible, right? For businesses, right? Revenue is going to be down. Their financial statements are going to look sour or poor, and then people are not going to want to invest, long term, short term, maybe swing trades or day trades or whatever, right? Because they look at all of that stuff in order to see if the position's going to move, especially long term. So I don't know if the stock market crash is over. I can say the stock market can probably pull back a little bit more. It's different than the crypto market, because the crypto market was all reaction based. So people with most money, like institutions and big businesses, big money, all of those reacted first, and you could see how everything dropped. Then you had businesses that weren't in the know of what was going to happen react as well. They took money out their portfolio. They decreased their portfolio size by however much they wanted to decrease, 5%, 1%, 2%, which could be millions or tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars. And now you have more of the reaction from retail traders, as well as when are the institutions going to make that move back into here? Are they not going to make that move back into there because of all of the revenue that they may be losing from the lack of customers and stuff like that? So it's definitely a toss up for the stock market. But I would say that we would see a little bit more of a decrease, especially if we're in the midst of seeing a larger recession. I don't think crypto can be affected that much in a larger recession because, again, it's all reaction based. It's not based on a business. It's not based on how people spend money besides buying it. So do you think all the stolen Bitcoin that will be rewarded back to the rightful owners next month will heavily and negatively impact the crypto market? Probably, if I had a guess, because I don't know about that. If I had to guess, I would probably say it would negatively affect the crypto market because people that got stuff stolen wouldn't trust wherever they got it stolen from. So a lot of selling is in order. And then you'll probably have a lot of people that are like, all right, well, you know what? I trust it because I received it back. So again, I don't know a lot about that situation, so I would have to look into it. These people are saying anything. The bottom is in. Check the prices of goods and services, and they're starting to come down. All the markets are about to recover sooner than everybody thinks. That's what I was thinking, but it's okay. It's okay. Let people think. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I'm 100% okay. When is MetaMask airdrop? For what? Yeah, I had a girlfriend like the market up, down, up, down. Okay. I think the market is better. Perfect. That's not crabs, buddy. Good luck. Love XRP. You simply must hold XDrip for XRP rewards, diamond hands. What will ETH go to when ETH merge happens, in your opinion? Not financial advice. I really want to see the flipping happen. I think people are excited about Ethereum and everything that it has to offer. So I know I want to see it just based on market cap, not by the price. Obviously, the price getting up to those levels is very difficult, but just seeing the market cap get closer and closer to that level to where it is going to surpass Bitcoin. I think, in my opinion, I feel like Ethereum is just better than Bitcoin. And some other people may disagree with me, but I feel like Ethereum has just more of a solid use case, even though the fees are insanely ridiculous when it comes to Ethereum. But with a Ethereum 2, you obviously have it a different story. It's not going to be that. So I want all of the negativity to go away from Ethereum and see how they have this solid use case for everything that you can buy with NFTs, with land, with all of these different things. It's just there's so much of a use case. I think it should be, even though Bitcoin, I guess leads the world. I don't know why, and wants to be the world currency. I just can't see it. I really can't. What do you think of blockchain for storing health information? Blockchain has a lot of applications and not just crypto. It means that it's a means of exchanging information. Could it be used? Wait, could it be used for Mars missions research for a colony? I'm not sure. I've never gotten to all of that detail, but I'm sure it can. I mean, there's a lot of people that know way more about crypto than I do. Most of mine is just function around most of my knowledge is all about the investment side of things, not about the full use side of things. I understand that we are, changing things. We're changing a lot of things in the crypto space. We're changing a lot of things in the world today, especially when it comes to currency, in general, which would be amazing. But from the extent of my knowledge, it's all about, what we are going to use that cryptocurrency for. And it hasn't really gone into what we can do with the blockchains. So I would imagine so, but that's way above my pay grade here, way above my head. But yeah, I'm sure we can. The only thing is that we want to make sure everything is 100% secure, especially when it comes to health information, because patient health information is probably one of the most sensitive things I've ever seen. More sensitive than financials of businesses, more sensitive of passwords into bank accounts or something. Like it is essential to have security behind that. And I've seen horrible things where people have given out a lot of that information just being a nurse or being a X-ray tech or MRI or whatever. They've seen a certain celebrity and they've given out that information and gotten fired very, very quickly because it's very sensitive stuff. Gas prices in my area are starting to decrease. Maybe it's a sign that the stock market and crypto market are now on the road of recovery. That could be a possibility. Guys, we have 468 people here and we have 354 likes. So people are definitely hitting the like button. I appreciate you guys answering the poll. We have 350 people that voted, meaning that all 350, like almost 357, the people that voted, I mean, everybody that hit the like button voted. That's insane, guys. You are amazing. Like this is what I wanted to see, is that people vote. I don't care if you put yes, I don't care if you put no. I want to see that you voted, and I appreciate you guys for voting. I appreciate you guys for hitting the like button, for being here with me today. I haven't been live for a while. The last time I was live was Wednesday, right? Wednesday? Yeah, because I was golfing on Thursday and didn't get a chance to go live then because it took me an hour to get to the golf course. I could have went live though. If Ethereum goes to 1.7K, will it drop or go up? What's your thoughts? If it goes to 1.7K, will it drop? Let's see. If we go into here, I'm sure we have a bunch of different. Let's actually go out months. Let's go out 3 months. 3 months here. So obviously where we are, it's a sort of a form of consolidation. We are seeing a little bit higher. We want to see it get up to, just like you said, probably about this 1.7K, 1.8K. It's probably going to resist at 1.8, I would imagine. But yes, I see certain levels of resistance. You're not going to see it go up the whole entire time. That's not how things work. It's not going to go up the whole entire time. But what you will see is fluctuation, where things will move. It will increase. The overall movement should be more of an incline. So what you would see is a resistance at 1,800. You're probably going to see a resistance before then. Even though right now it really doesn't have many points, I would probably say, Obviously this 1,500 mark or so would be a resistance, and we did see that resist away from 1,500. So that's going to be a point to where you can see it pull back. However, resistances and support levels don't really hold well in crypto. It's 100% certain that I have seen things that look like they were the strongest support level ever, and it broke that level, the strongest resistance level ever, and it broke that level. So yes, I do see 1,500 where it's going to resist from, 1,700, 1,800 here that it's going to resist from as well. But again, you will see higher highs and higher lows being created if we are going to be in a bull market or a more bullish market. What do you think of crypto backed by gold? Similar to gold standard before Nixon? Could the Fed adopt this for their digital currency? So I don't think they will. I don't know if you should back crypto by. I mean, it could be possible, but it's going to be definitely a test, right? Because right now we have stable coins that are backed by real dollars, that are backed by dollars today, rather than just backed by cryptocurrency or another cryptocurrency. Yeah, I think that could happen, but it definitely will. Just being backed by it shouldn't fluctuate too much. It definitely will be an experience, or something that's kind of an adventure, I guess, because I don't know where that will go, and if people will. I'm sure there will be a lot of people that will be excited about something like that. And I'm not so sure that there isn't already something like that. Not fully backed by gold, but just the idea of being backed by gold. Thank you for those super chats. I appreciate that. We got $20 in super chats. I appreciate it a lot. I have no idea. Crypto backed by gold. I think it's a great idea. What do you think about Polygon? Polygon is making some moves. I know you saw it on the screen. Polygon was up 19%. I've always thought Polygon was really good. I've always thought, that this and Polkadot I wanted to invest into. Obviously, I think I'm not too late, but I still think I'm too late because I could have gotten it at a way lower market cap. But yeah, I like Polygon. I like the fact that you can gain 14% on crypto.com, and that was something that I wanted to see. I wanted to explore. But the last day, you've seen it's up 19%. The last 7 days, you can see that this went from 50, or even a low here of 53 cents, all the way up to a level of 90 cents or so. So you're basically getting double your money at that point. I don't think of anything as a super long-term position unless it's paying you some sort of APY. And that's what Polygon does under crypto.com. So I don't know if they offer something more somewhere else, but I liked it. You called the bottom, Matthew, you legend. Well, thank you. Thank you. Again, things are not completely over. It's just as the days go on, and like I said in the beginning, it was 70-30, where I thought 70% where the crypto market was going to stay afloat, and stay, or actually increase and get to some of these higher levels, right? Especially $1 trillion market cap. And then there was a 30% chance that this could pull back, with the idea that a recession would be bigger. I have a freaking fly. These flies got worse when we came back because we have fruit that's out on the counter. We need to figure something out, because I've been trying to figure out like traps for them, but it doesn't work because of the fruit, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, I also talked about the fact that the next month or the next week, I was saying that I'm more on the lines of like 75-25, then I said 80-20, then I said 85-15, and now I'm at a solid 90. I believe that this crypto market, the crash is done. Will we see it decrease, or can we see it decrease down to some of these levels lower than where we are? Yes. The reason is because we're up to a higher level. When we see a pump, we are followed by some sort of a retracement. We're not going to see 100% green candles every single second of every day. It may look difficult in some cases, but that 17.7 mark, I think we're far away from that, and we're not going to get back to that. That's my opinion. Do you think it's a fake bounce since our CPI report was worse than expected? So this is where we start to kind of connect the crypto market and the stock market. They shouldn't be connected like this, right? They are connected probably, but then you're going to hear a zapper. If I get a bug zapper, it's going to go zzz, zzz, zzz. But they aren't connected as people think, right? I know that they've been moving in the right direction or in the same direction because institutions are heavily invested in crypto now, and they keep investing in newer cryptos, stronger cryptos, popular cryptos, all of that stuff. So they're connected to an extent. But once it gets to a point to where whatever the institutions are holding, they diminish their portfolio or decrease their portfolio by however much they wanted. Well, now they're holding whatever they want to hold, and they're not going to get rid of anything. So they shouldn't move in the same direction. To a certain extent, crypto should stop based on this whole recession. Yes, we may see some people pull out because of the fact that they know that the market is going to decrease. They know that they need the money for, paying bills and, buying food and all that stuff. There's some people that need that. But I think that's over. South Park mocks Matt Damon for crypto.com. Oh, I didn't even see that's cool. I'll have to look at that. I'm not gonna watch that now because if I watch anything South Park, it'll get demonetized. So, especially by Cartoon Network. Is it Cartoon Network? I think it's Cartoon Network. No, Comedy Central, something. Yeah, that won't be good. Is Coinbase Pro closing? I'm not sure. From what I heard, it's sunsetting, I guess, and they're going more towards Coinbase Advanced. So I have most of mine in Coinbase. Come on. I have most of mine in Coinbase, not Coinbase Pro. It's really the same thing. I just think it's ease of use for me. And it's probably because you're used to what you're used to, Oh, did we get another super chat? I hope you and your family had a wonderful weekend. I'm sure I speak for all of us here when I say we missed your feed. Well, thank you for saying that. Richard, thank you for that super chat, by the way. I appreciate all you guys that are here. I didn't know what it would be when I came back. I didn't know if we would be at 400 viewers or if we would be at 40 viewers. But I appreciate everybody coming back and, watching the content and, asking their questions. We are going to go to subscribers only soon, and then we're going to go to members only soon. Somewhere around, I don't know, maybe 8:45. Let's go to subscribers only right now, just so that we limit any of the spam. We have had some issues just in the last couple of minutes with that. So you have to be subscribed for 1 minute in order to comment. Disney is working with Polygon. I read that's pretty impressive. Yeah, that's insanely impressive. I didn't read that, but insanely impressive. Do you think this is a fake bounce? Oh, I read that. What is your view on Gala? I like Gala. I wanted to buy Gala. I don't know where it is right now. I think it will lead, the industry. It seems that way because a lot of people are really keen on this investment. What's crazy is that we are sitting at an insanely low. And the thing that excites me, yes, we do have a lot of dilution potential, right? We're 35.2 billion versus the 6.9 billion. However, a lot of dilution hasn't been added. Now, I struggle with seeing the ability to dilute it so much. I really do. But if it doesn't have a history of diluting the position a lot, I'm usually okay with it. And that's why I'm okay with something like Gala. I haven't invested into it yet because even though I feel like I'm okay with it, I still haven't made that move because of it. And it just hurts me to see it. and anything could happen. I've seen the most stable crypto coins, or what I believe that I could be partnered with, decide to add coins, while people are talking about Jasmine and how insanely or insane of a price gain you could have. You got to understand that the difference between the total supply and the circulating supply is so much, right? To where it can be diluted a heavy amount, and has been diluted a heavy amount. The fly is troubling you again, bro. So it's not one fly. Apparently we leave fruit out too long, so it may be fruit flies. And now, like, you know, you have to worry about more fruit flies, and it's just so much. Well, we will figure it out. But I'm gonna have to take the bull by the horns here and try and get something. You know, get a bug zapper. Let's scroll all the way down. What do you think about Quant? I like Quant. I haven't checked where it is right now. Let's check my assets. Quant, I wanted to invest into. I let somebody talk me out of it, and I don't know who it was, but I let somebody talk me out of it because I was gonna buy it at I think it was 40 or 50, and now it's up to $102. So if I would have bought more at that 40 or 50 level, I would have doubled my money at that point. And if I wanted to cash out, I could have cashed out. But it's up to 102. I like Quant. If you invested at some of the lows that we did see, you definitely made out on the deal right now, and you could take your profit if you wanted to. You could take your initial investment and leave some in there. That's always a great thing to do. And thank you for saying bless you. I appreciate that. But yeah, I like it. It's currently at $102.66. Let's see if it did hit a high in the last couple of days. Seeing this at a high of $106.17 versus $102.70. So yeah, it's been really hovering around this 100 mark, and we've seen this in the past get up to, you know, this level of 400 plus and stay up in this level, right? It did fall back down because obviously the markets were falling back down, but you know, it did stay up in that level and has a lot of strength. I like the fact that it has a low circulating supply at 12.1 million, and a lot of people like it. I have two, and I'm waiting for it to play out, get to some of the highs that it was at. What are your thoughts in regards to the upcoming interest rate hike? How will it affect the current situation? Could drag down the crypto market significantly. I mean, yes and no. Like I said, I think that things are not going to be correlated or not going to be connected to the stock market as much as people think now, right? Then, yes. Now, no. So I don't think it's really going to have much of an effect. I think it will look like that because it will be maybe a down couple of days. Fucking fly. A down couple of days. But I wouldn't think anything of it. I wouldn't think anything too strong where it's going to decrease it and see it at some of these lower lows that we've seen. I don't think so. Hey, Matt, do you think Lunic has a chance to reach 1 cent soon? Well, I think it definitely has a stronger chance than people think. While people think Lunic is completely over, while they're like, oh, well, you know what? Lunic is a dead situation. It's a dead coin. It's never going to make any type of moves. Nobody really likes it. All of that stuff, right? People love this. People love this position, and they see the potential. Understand that if we can find a way to not only get a solid use case, but also have a path to burning off the supply with the 1.2%, also with the Lunatics token. If you haven't seen that, they had an AMA yesterday you can go and listen to. I re-listened to the first maybe 20 minutes because I jumped in somewhere around the 20-minute mark, and I guess they did their spiel. They didn't really have a crazy amount of people in there because they were just really getting started, just really getting launched. I think they have 1,000 people that are on Twitter now. But if they have a clear path to how they're going to decrease the overall supply, yes, I think it can easily get to 1 cent soon. Now understand that the market cap to get to 1 cent is not an insane market cap. It's not an unbelievable market cap. It is a high market cap at 65 billion, but it's not going to be impossible, right? So 1 cent is impossible without burning anything right now. And if we do have a path to burn things, then it can easily get to some of those levels. However, we have to see the path in order to see the volume, right? We still have some time to go. Yeah, I think we do. Vitecoin, please reply. I'm Tring from Long. What's Vitecoin? Let's look it up. I don't have anything on Vitecoin. I don't have anything on Vitecoin. I don't know what that is. I invested 2K USD today. Hi. Okay. Today's the day to buy some GME. What is the stock market doing? It looks like everything is green. Everything is up. Haven't looked at the stock market in a while. AMC up to 15.5. That's good to see. That's really good to see. Roblox making a move. Where's GME? I know GME was moving even while AMC was pulling back, hard at one point. Tesla's up 2%. That's good to see. ZOM, that's up 3%. I love that. Is SOS making a move, or is that still down? Because I still have my options that I don't know how they will play out and what I will make from them or what they're even worth right now, since they, did that sort of reverse split. ApeCoin's up 19%. GME, there it is. It's up 2% as well. That's up to 144. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. BBIG, that's up to $1. That was up 5% on Friday. Let me see. Where is SOS, man? I thought I had it somewhere here. I'll just type it in. Come on, man. SOS Limited, that's up 2%, but it was down 5% on Friday. It's down to $5. That is not looking good at all for my position, definitely. Because now my position is like I hold 40 at $190 or $194 or something, or $198, which is insane. I think that's a lost cause in my opinion, but we will see. I mean, right now I think it's worth way less than what it was, and that's a huge loss. I'm not sure if you have covered this, but there's a Fed announcement on the 26th and the 28th of this month. So it could continue a small pump, and this could be a fake out and send the market down. I would agree that we will see the market react and see that it will decrease. Will it fall heavy? No, I don't think it will. Right? Will it go down to some of these levels? If it does, I will clearly come out and say, look, I was wrong about this, and I'll let you guys know. I'm not a person that hides behind things. You can't 100% predict the market, but seeing those low lows and where it was and how many people are invested in the markets, the amount of people that have now started to get into this and hodl into this, and seeing all these different protocols here. I don't know why my chest is itching, but seeing all these different protocols here, all these different blockchains, everything that's created in the past bull run that we have seen, it's a different story now. It's a different market, and it shouldn't be dropping 80%. It shouldn't be dropping 90%. 75% is enough at this point. Yes, we see the crypto market react based on what the previous drops were, but it only reacts to a certain extent. Morning, Matt. Just got in. The poll already showing 24% haters. That's cool. Again, I'm perfectly fine with people voting no. I'm perfectly fine with people voting yes. I just want to see engagement and people that are saying, I'm not going to hit the like button, or I do hit the like button. And if they're saying no, I hope that they're hitting the dislike button. The reason being is because I would love to see engagement. I would love to see people that tell me that they don't like what's happening here. I know there's some people that think that everything is clickbait, and just like the way people use the term FUD the wrong way, people use the term clickbait the wrong way as well. They're like, oh, clickbait because you're talking about something negative. It's like, what? Do you see that it says, like, I'm talking about the bankruptcy thing with crypto.com. You see it says bankruptcy question mark, and they're saying it's clickbait. They haven't even gotten into it to see if I'm talking about bankruptcy. And that's exactly what I was talking about. So I don't understand. People are like, oh, you're talking about something negative. This is clickbait. This is clickbait. Okay, fine. You think it's clickbait. You need to take out your definition, or you need to take out your dictionary and find the definition. I guess it won't be in the dictionary. Clickbait might be in the dictionary. I don't know. Further than previous, then bounce back properly to a true bull run. Good morning, Matt. I read that. Lunatics 1.2. Sorry, where'd that go? Lunatics 1.2 buy and sell plus the metaverse move equals a penny quicker than SHIB. Simple math. Yeah, 100%. The fact that we were down to some of these insanely low lows, and now we're back to, you know, three zeros versus 5 zeros or 6 zeros, right? I mean, gives you a huge opportunity, right? If you invested $1,000, you would have made that up very, very quickly. If you would have captured 2 more zeros, you had $1,000, capture a zero, that's $10,000. Capture another zero, or lose another zero, that's $100,000. If you had 6 zeros when you invested, which I think that I was somewhere around 5 or 6, I don't know exactly where the low was because I spent $40 to get 65 million. If I would have invested $1,000, I would have made so much out of this, that little increase that we've seen from the lows to whatever the high of the low position was. I would have made out so much on that deal. Apis had a resurgence. Do you think it can get back to highs from April? Let's see where ApeCoin is. I know they had, I can't remember exactly how much they had in total supply, but they have 30% in total supply. Know that ApeCoin for, I don't know when this will happen exactly, because I don't know exactly when it launched. I guess we can probably look when it launched if we go to all history. So somewhere in March, they're going to release a lot of this supply. So you may end up seeing a decrease in that overall price that we see there. But ApeCoin definitely has a strong community behind it, strong popularity. You can see it's almost at 1 billion in volume. It's up 20%. I mean, I can definitely see it get there, but know that dilution is coming with 30% of the supply that's out there and them releasing more of the supply as time goes on. That's something you worry about after the year cutoff, you know? ICP, I'm not a fan of right now. I think it will go below 29K mark for Bitcoin. You mean 19K? And then pump huge in August and September. You probably mean 19K. That's definitely a possibility to go below that 19K mark. I don't believe it will go down to 17.7. I don't believe it will go lower than 17.7. That's my opinion. All right, guys, we have a lot of people that hit the like button. I appreciate that. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, definitely follow me on Twitter at Perry8K. I'll put the link in the chat. Can't type. All right, so I'm gonna end this poll. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. We have 582 likes, or 582 people that answered the poll. And I'm gonna go ahead and end the poll here at 76% and 24%. So that's good. I appreciate people being honest. If you didn't want to hit the like button, I appreciate you for telling me that you didn't hit the like button. You know, I'm not going to be one of those people that just say that you have to hit the like button. I want to make sure that people actually like it. I know there's not going to be everybody that likes the content, and I can't win them all, but, you know, we'll try. Hey, mate, Kiwi Shib Millionaire here. Can you give me your current price prediction for Cronos in the next 10 years? Love the content. Well, 10 years, it all depends on what they do with the supply. I think we will see a bigger burn that comes from crypto.com that decreases the overall supply to kind of align itself the same way that BNB does. So I think that will happen. But right now in this year alone, I'm definitely looking for a $2 price point. This next year, I'm not saying by the end of this year. I hope that we see a bull run by the end of this year. If we do, then that will be the move to where we see it get to $2. But a lot of the future movement depends on got it. Did I get it? I didn't get it. A lot of the future movement depends on the use case, what use cases they have for them, and also the burns that we have. So I expect a lot more out of CRO. But for me, it's more of a, like, what can I gain APY wise? Like right now, I'm gaining 12% APY. I've seen as high as 19% for some reason. But I'm gaining 12% APY every single day. I'm gaining more CRO, and I'm happy with that. And that's what I want out of it. I want it to be a long-term position, not a short-term position, a long-term position for me. Most cryptocurrencies that I have are short-term positions except CRO. Are you in Terra Rebels team? I'm not in it. I'm a part of the Discord. I think they've reached out to me a couple of times and wanted to, talk to me about some stuff, but I'm not a partner in the Discord. They run that. They do everything. I am here just for information, and I get a lot of information from Happy Caddy Crypto as well. Thank you for following. I appreciate that. Nate, thank you. Let's see. Your fridge should have a fruit/vegetable compartment you could store fruit in. Yeah, we usually do. We just don't store our apples in there because I know the kids don't really like cold apples, I guess. I mean, they can eat any apples they want, but they usually fare better when they're like warm or room temperature, I guess. But yeah, I guess we should probably do that. From now on, we're going to be moving our fruit, and we usually put our bananas out, but I eat bananas very quickly. I mean, insanely quickly. And then if we do have fruit that goes a little bit bad, I cut it up, freeze it, and put it in a smoothie. So do you think do you still like Shiba Inu? Do you still hold Shiba? Yes, I still hold 400 million over in crypto.com. And yeah, I still like Shiba. I'm getting upset with the things that are being implemented there. I hope that Shibarium, blows my socks off, right? I really hope so. But you love cold apples? Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with it as well. I was also explaining to Harper why apples go brown. She was like, "Why is it brown?" Like, because we cut it up, and she was like, "Why is it brown?" And I was like, "Well, we need to put lemon juice on it. If you put lemon juice on apples, they don't go brown." And she was like, "It'll make it sour." I was like, "Yeah, slightly the outside, but the inside will still taste sweet." Harvest Finance, still bullish? Absolutely. Still hold my Harvest Finance. Is currently at $47. I don't know if it did rise any time in the last couple of days. We have seen it up in this 40, I guess $48 level, and currently it's hovering around 46 to 47. So yeah, I'm still insanely bullish on farm. I just want to see a higher typical hold time, which I know it's difficult because it has less supply. So anytime you see an increase, people are willing to sell it. I'm willing to sell it as well. The same thing. Probably use Claybro banana eating technique too. I don't know what that means. Matt, only Terra Classic and USTC don't up to date. What? Do you know the date and an hour of Terra Rebels live? I don't. I didn't even know they were going live. They appreciate your support to 1.2% tax for Lunatic. Again, I'm all for it. I'm 100% for it. What do you think of AMP, this year's prediction? So I'm not a fan of AMP anymore. I was, and I made a little money from it, but that has a massive amount of dilution that we can see in the position as well, and it's something that worried me. So I got out of it because it was pulling back before the markets were pulling back. So it was in like a bullish stage, and AMP was pulling back. So I just left it how it was. And made some money from it. I can't remember how much I made, but yeah. What about buying Quant? I'm not going to buy Quant now. It's up to $100. I'm not going to buy it. Technically it's still lower than my cost basis because when I originally bought, it was $120, and now it's up to $100 as well. And I wanted to buy more at 40 something, 40, 49 or 47 and 52. But people talk me out of it, and I let them talk me out of it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I didn't have money to buy any more cryptocurrency right now. We're dealing with some pretty extensive and, insane Amex bills right now. And once we get past that, obviously we'll have more money to invest. And what I typically do is I don't take my money out of my investments. I just keep reinvesting it. And I should be taking the money that I'm investing, taking my original cost basis and throwing it back into my bank account or our bank account. Crypto Dream, did you make your loop ring layer was over layer 1? You said you're earning like 12%. I'm earning 300%. Telling you, man, you gotta look into DFX, low cap gem working in circle. So I don't know if anything that's gaining you a crazy percentage. I still think 12% is crazy, but it's something that holds for a while. A lot of times 30 or 300 or 100% or whatever tends to be unbelievable. Yes, you can gain something out of it, but you got to be early in the situation. And if I'm hearing it from somebody and hearing it from maybe multiple people, I'm too late. I might as well not. So I wouldn't say, I see Fire King saying anything that pays you 300% interest is definitely a Ponzi scheme. It's a possibility. It's definitely something that I believe will eventually fail. But you can definitely gain money out of those situations. I've seen people gain money from Time Wonderland. I've seen people gain money from Jade Protocol. I've seen people gain money from a lot of different positions that kind of collapsed from underneath it. And it's just all about being early. Right? If you were early in Cronos, when Cronos was a huge thing, and it's still something, but if you were early in that when it was at $2 and you bought a crazy amount of nodes, well, when it increased to $50, all the CRN that you were gaining was way over what you paid for, right? So in literally a couple of days, maybe 1 day or 2 days, you gained everything that you invested back, right? And that's insane if you were able to capitalize on that and understand that it's not forever. What I did with my CRO is what a lot of people should have done, or what I did with my CRN is what a lot of people should have done, where you invested at $2 and it went up to $50. Well, however many nodes you have, you're gaining that CRN in the beginning, and you were gaining one CRN, which is worth $50. So let's say you had one node and you were gaining one CRN. If you had one node, I think that was about $100. So it took you 2 days to get that money back. Plus you were gaining $50 a day for a little bit, right? Because it did start to decrease down pretty heavily after they decided to cut the rewards, but you still gained a lot. So it's all about being early in some of those plays. And if you hear somebody saying, hey, this has grew so much, you're late. Don't even entertain it. That's just how it goes. Now, what's going on with Binance moving around 90% of Lunatic? What will happen when other exchanges run out of their supply? So, obviously, if Binance holds a crazy amount of Lunatic, right? Understand that as prices get to an insane amount, they're not going to hold on to all of that. They're not going to sit here and hold 90% of the supply. There's a chance that they could say, I'm going to hold 90 or 100 or 80% of the supply, because right now, I don't know how much they hold, like a third or 2/3 of the supply, like 60% or something. I don't know. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a lot less, because you have six, yeah, it's probably somewhere around 30%, maybe closer to 40%. But the point is, you're not going to see them just hold on to this. They're going to move things around, and when they move it around, hopefully the 1.2% gets implemented, and hopefully they decide to burn a larger portion of it. But we don't know what they're going to do with it. We really don't. And that's something that's on everybody's mind, is what are they going to do with it? Are they going to sell a massive amount? What's going to happen there? I don't know. And it's all speculation on what will happen. I created a video talking about it would be beneficial if they burn something, because if they did, it creates a vision forward, and then you could see that they can gain whatever they wanted to gain. So even if they held out of the 2.6 trillion, even if they decided to keep 600 billion and burn 2 trillion, that increases the price, and you also see a path on how we can get to the level that we want to get to, where we can get to. And they spent, let's say, $26 million, they can turn that $26 million into $26 billion if they wanted to, right? Even with only holding 600 billion. So will they be greedy? I don't know, but will they be able to get the max out of it if they don't burn anything, if they don't decide to move things around to implement the 1.2% in there? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think they'll gain as much if they keep everything versus if they burn things. Harvest is going to do some crazy numbers. I would agree with you. Should I move my assets from Coinbase to my wallet with the controversy going on with CEXs? So that's totally up to you. I wouldn't tell people, hey, you need to move everything. I'm not one of those people that's going to create any type of panic in a portfolio or a platform. Understand that I still hold assets in Coinbase. I hold $9,318 in Coinbase. Yes, I will make some moves here and there as prices do increase and decrease, and make some moves there. So Harvest Finance, probably as it does go up to $200, I'll make some moves. Does that mean that I'm giving up on the position or giving up on my Coinbase assets? No, that's not the case. So that's totally up to you. I'm not going to tell you to move everything, but we don't want to create panic. That's not what it's about, because creating panic is sort of similar to what people did when they were trying to get their money out of banks. You have 10 people that say, I want to pull everything out. This bank is going under. You're going to see everybody else that may have like deposited money go back to the counter and say, you know what? I'm going to pull out all my cash. Like, that's where panic gets the best of you. Now Zelda Inu looking pretty good. Yes, I talked to them, and we definitely had a conversation about Zelda Inu and the future of Zelda Inu, and how it's looking really bright right now, how we're seeing some of the biggest gains that we've seen from some of these lows. And I talked to them about, partners and all of that, and how, you can be a part of some coins over here, and they're not, like, they seem like they're transparent, they're not transparent. But Zelda Inu, the people of Zelda Inu, the people that are behind it, have been so open and transparent with me. And I understand that while the markets are down, everything was silent everywhere, not just in, Zelda Inu, but also in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and everything, right? Everything was silent. You didn't have much interest or much good news going in. But phenomenal team with Zelda Inu. They are amazing, and they obviously see that I'm one of the few partners, one of the few people that when I say I partner with a position, I stay with that position. You can't tell me a single time to where I've partnered with a position or a company or a cryptocurrency and haven't stayed with that position. I've been talking it up. I've been holding on to it. I've been getting an APY every single day. I'm not one of those people that that sells at the first sight of things decreasing. Not one of those people. While everybody else decides to, sell what they had and, give up on positions because they don't want to lose out on what they hold. Like it's stupid to me. It's stupid that they would do that. So I just wanted to give a shout out to the people behind Zelda Inu, all the people behind Zelda Inu, the complete team and their marketing, how things are running right now. And just their overall sense of appreciation. There's people that don't appreciate you, and the fact that, the team behind Zelda Inu appreciate what I have done by holding on to it. And every position that I've partnered with, I've held on to, because I don't want to collapse anything. I don't want to have the investors that find the position because of me be affected heavily because of me. That's not how that works. Matt, how many tokens in Zelda Inu and they burn? What is your objective in Zelda Inu long term? So one, I love their message, right? Where they're helping out dogs that are in need. I'm actually animals as well, because they invested into or donated money to a rescue that housed cats as well. Like, I'm a big fan of animals. If you don't know, I have 2 cats, a dog. We had 2 rabbits, but we couldn't have them in the apartment, so we had to give them away. But their names were Ryan and Ted, and my cat's name is Carl. My other cat's name is Daisy. My dog's name is Emmy, and I love their message behind it. I love that they're helping out dogs that are in need. So it's more of a long-term position. However, you do want to be able to gain something out of it. So I know that we have a structure going on to where once we reach a certain market cap, yes, I will have different portions that I gain in the APY that I sell some of, because it's about gaining some sort of investments. But investments, or a lot of these cryptocurrencies, are about movement, about volume. So I do expect to move some. I don't expect to move all. I expect to continue to gain APY, gain percentages, and take some of that interest that I'm gaining, and that's what I end up profiting off of, right? Sort of like what I'm doing with CRO. Now, I don't know how long that's going to last, but right now I've already gained somewhere around 25,000, and not $25,000, but 25,000 Zelda Inu. So if I gain 25,000, I can take that 25,000 when we hit $1, or 25,000 when we hit 75 cents, whatever we end up doing. But the thing that we're going to see here is that so many other people can profit in certain areas, and it's always great to take your initial investment or take a portion of your investment or whatever, right? From there on out. But yeah. 2 cats, a dog, and Harper. We do have Hayden as well. That's also my youngest. She's 2. You never know who I'm talking about. If you're new to this channel, I'll say, "Stop it, Carl," and you'll think I'm talking to like somebody, some actual person, but it's a cat. He's not down here right now, I don't think. Carl. Psst. Oh, I see his ears. He's right there. I'm sorry, man. You can go back to sleep. I'm sorry. The crash was already there. Only a lot of people didn't realize it. Yeah, I would agree with that. They just donate the money and not use a intermediary like Zelda Inu. You're saying then just donate the money. The issue is that what you're seeing is, if I just donate money, then it's just the money from me, right? I donate all the time to a lot of different charities. As long as the charity gives more than 10%, there's a lot of charities that only give 10% to their overall charity. I love No Kid Hungry. I've donated to them every single month. I don't care if I don't have the money to do it. I donate to them as much as I possibly can. There's never been an instance where I don't have the money, but I donate to them as much as I can because it makes sense to give back to something that you feel so strongly about. Like as a kid, I struggled with eating in the summertime. Literally ate off of $1 a day to share between me and my brother. Now, if I was smart, I would have bought pasta and we could have eaten for a long time. But I wasn't smart and I couldn't cook then. I was like 12, 11, 12, and 13. All three of those years were some very, very tough years for me and for my brother. But luckily, he was there to at least experience it with me, and I didn't feel like I was alone. You know what I mean? If I was just one kid household, that would have been horrible to experience that alone. I wouldn't have been able to get through that. There have been a lot of times where I was scared to go to the grocery store and ask people for change just to be able to get something to eat because I was by myself and my brother wasn't around. If my brother was around, then I would be able to do it because I would be able to build up the confidence to say, hey, I need help here, And it always sucks when you see somebody that you would have to walk away and you would have to only kind of target the people that you don't know, that you don't go to school with. So it was definitely hard. It was definitely a difficult situation. But anyways, if you donate for me, I'm only donating. But if you do it through Zelda Inu, as the cryptocurrency is building up, not only are you gaining some sort of an investment out of it, but you're also donating more and more and more as they have more marketing money, as they have more money that's put aside and all that stuff. It goes towards these donations, which is phenomenal. It's absolutely amazing. Also goes towards marketing for more hype around the coin to build more of a donation there. So yes, I could donate $100, but could I donate $20,000? No, I couldn't. And guess who did donate a total of, I believe, $40,000? It would be Zelda Inu. So they're donating more than what I can donate it by myself. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of through investments, it's forcing other people to donate as well without even knowing that they're donating. Would you ever own a Shiba Inu as a pet? I have a Shiba Inu as a pet. Her name is Emmy, and I love her. Sometimes. I mean, this morning, she didn't go down the steps to go to the bathroom. She doesn't like the grass. So she's a little weird, but I do own a Shiba Inu. Thank you for asking, though, and thank you for the super chat. I would love to own another one. I want to get another one. Erica doesn't, but I want to get another one, a Husky Inu. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but they look beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. And I want one, preferably a boy. But yeah, I don't know. Meme coins give me Tourette syndrome. Well, that's not good. What do you think about Ethereum 2.0 launch in September? What do I think about it? Is it going to launch in September? Is that the plan? Because I don't know about that. But I think the markets will be insane. I think Ethereum will definitely see a large pop, and you're already seeing it kind of eat away at that overall market cap. Now the market cap's 1.1. Let's actually refresh this. It's probably less than that. 1.1, yeah. So it's finding a way to eat away at that market cap, and I think it will when we do see Ethereum 2. Hey, Matt, do you reckon the market is slowly building for a bull run? Yeah, I think, like I've said in the past, we're seeing consolidation. And when we see consolidation, we're going to eventually see a massive bull run. Consolidation, in my opinion, is always followed by some sort of bull run there. You really don't see much larger forms of consolidation over a higher point. A lot of times when you hit that higher point, you see a decrease right away, and then you see a little bit of maybe a comeback versus another retracement after that comeback. So for increases, you see it fall very, very fast. For decreases, you see it consolidate to where people are holding to see what it's all about, right? They're buying and they're holding at a certain level. So you see Bitcoin at 17.7, people are like, all right, this is a great time. They buy into it, increase the price to 19, and then you're going to see it kind of level off, right? Because what people are doing, they're buying at the lowest point and seeing what's going to happen where it is. If it does increase from where it was, or it goes down to where the previous low was or where they bought, they'll probably sell a little bit above where they bought at because they're going to try and predict that it's going to drop further. But most times you're going to see it decrease. People are going to buy it up to a certain level, and then you'll see that consolidation. That's how the markets usually work. You'll hardly see it get back to that 17.7 level if it is a true low. And that's what I'm seeing here. I mean, you see Bitcoin that has dropped down to a low point, and it looks just that, right? Where we see it get down to here, so it drops, right? You see it here too, where people are looking for the lowest level. However, you saw a further drop because they thought this was the lowest level. So it dropped down here. You see the lowest point here where it was at about 26 or so. And then it increased and consolidated. Never got back down to that point, but consolidated until we saw some horrible news to where this did drop a hell of a lot. And now you're seeing this again, right? You see this at 17.7 of a low, right? That 17.7 mark. And now you see it increase and you see the consolidation. Never gets back down to that point, but you do see it at the consolidation. So that's really what you see a lot of times in down market scenarios. People are looking to hold to see what that consolidation brings. So if you look at a year and you look for consolidation in these points where things are increasing, you're not going to see that. You're going to see it increase to a certain high, decrease, then you're going to see it increase again to a certain high, and then it's going to decrease, right? You don't see any type of consolidation within this last year besides the last couple of months. Right? From May all the way until now, you see forms of consolidation at the lows versus consolidation at the highs. I want a Shiba. Shibas are great. As long as you train them, Shibas are great. They do yip a lot. So like we went to go pick up Emmy, and apparently I wasn't there, but Erica was like, she made the most annoying noise for, I don't know, 10 minutes straight, where she was just like yipping. And if you leave them in the cage, like in the crate or whatever, and let's say they're a puppy or something, they're pooping all over the floor, then they'll probably yip in there as well. I know my sister-in-law won't watch Emmy anymore because she has 2 dogs, and when Emmy's in the crate, she yips at everyone. She just yips at everything. So it's a horrible sound at night when you're trying to sleep, and it's just, you just hear a dog going like it's, and that's a light version of what it is. Like it's really, really loud. So we have to keep her out of the crate. Luckily, she's a great dog. We don't even use a crate. And when we send her to her to the daycare, the doggy daycare, they don't use a crate either because she's such a good dog for them. So as long as you train them, you're good. Especially slow cooked over an open flame with barbecue sauce. What you talking? Oh, hot dogs. Barbecue sauce and hot dogs. What are you talking about? Is this a scenario where we could retrieve our crypto from? We couldn't retrieve our crypto from a crypto wallet like MetaMask? No. No. That's yours versus on an exchange not being yours. Technically it is yours. Like you can still move it. But if the exchange decides to go bankrupt or close down, close its doors, not allow you to sell, they can do that, right? For a wallet, that is yours. Like you own that unique wallet. They can't close it down, and the only way that you can find a way not to retrieve your crypto is if you give out your passphrase, if you give out your password, if you give out all your information, then yeah. Matt, how hard is it to start a coin? It's not hard to start a coin. You can definitely do it. It's the other things that come with it. So I was talking to a couple of people, and I wish I can get, because I think the people behind Zelda do a great job with marketing and everything. I wish they were a part of this whole Lunatics token, and if they can find a way to push the marketing on that, that would be amazing. But it's pretty difficult to maintain a token, because you have to make sure you have the money aside for that to go on CoinMarketCap, to get listed on other exchanges. It's so difficult because it costs money to do that. And people are like, "Hey, I don't invest in anything that has a tax and has marketing." And it's like, you have to understand how difficult it is to start your own coin. You're putting a lot of your own money into this coin. And if you decide to do marketing or have some sort of marketing tax, is a different story. You don't have to put so much money into a coin. You do have to put money into a website, money into keeping the domain, a lot of different stuff that's factored into it, as well as graphic design, maintaining the Twitter account. There's just a lot of work that goes into it. It's so difficult. You need a whole team behind you, and you need money in order to do that. And that's the one thing that I deal with, where I'm like, I know I can find a team, but I have to pay them something in order to be a part of a crypto coin. So it's definitely easy to create a coin, especially in BNB or even in Ethereum. You can do the coding yourself. You can look it up on YouTube. But the problem is doing all of the extra stuff, CoinMarketCap, the website, Twitter, use cases, right? Exchanges, right? There's just so many different pieces. You can pay the team in your own token share. Yes, you can. But the issue is that you still need to pay for a lot of the places where it needs to be listed, right? If it needs to go on CoinMarketCap in order to get fast tracked, a lot of people will pay extra in order to get fast tracked, right? And you have to have the money to do so. The problem is that you don't have the money to do so unless you decide to sell your own token to gain money out of it. So it's definitely a little bit difficult, but you're right. You can pay a team that's behind it, that's developing it, to in your own token and see what it's worth, and see what it ends up being worth. But a lot of people want to be paid in the form of cash. A lot of the good ones want to be paid in the form of cash. Ones that claim that they're good can be paid in tokens, but they're not actually going, following through with whatever they say. Speaking of Zelda Inu, what happened with Zeldaverse coin? So I don't know all the details there. But I believe there was a conversion or a to Zelda Inu. So I'm not 100% certain as to everything that happened there. I had to look into it, which I did talk to the Zelda Inu team, and I need to look into a lot of the details there. But all I know is apparently people are happy about the conversion, right? People are happy about how much Zelda Inu is pumping, and people are happy about the future of that. Obviously, I think when you start thinking about things like multiple tokens in an ecosystem or multiple coins and all that stuff, you start to look at it and you go, all right, is this going to distract people from the overall cause or the overall token that's leading the charge, right? And that's what I started to think about. I'm like, is that going to distract people that are a part of Zelda Inu to be a part of Zeldaverse as well? And I really don't know all of the details there, but I do want to see how this all pans out. I am a part of Zelda Inu, and I'm a holder of Zelda Inu. I will continue to be a holder of Zelda Inu because I stay with the position. When I'm a partner, I stay a partner, It's like being a partner in a business. A lot of these people that are so-called partners in cryptocurrencies and say, oh, you know, I believe in this token so much, and then when something bad happens, they sell everything. I don't know how late I'm going live. I might stay live for quite some time. But while all of these people that claim they are partners, they sell at the first sign of anything being negative, right? They gain a certain amount. They're like, oh, I gain, let's say they get $10,000 in Zeldine, right? They go and sell that when it goes down to 8,000 because they don't want to lose their gains. They sell everything. Like, they abandon the position that they are partners with, right? That's ridiculous. If you actually believe in a position, I mean, they have this mindset to where they're just trying to capture cash, right, as much as they can, right? And it's all on the basis of just being a partner. I understand, like, if people will say, hey, I'll do a video for you, but I want, you know, $1,000, not in this cryptocurrency, but in real forms of currency, like, you know, the US dollars, and just give me a stable coin or something, whatever. Understand that people want to be paid for a sponsor within their video. Fantastic. But what people will do, and I'm not going to name any names, they will talk about a position and then they will give up on that position very, very quickly. Me, on the other hand, I'm not like that, right? Because then if they do something like that, that translates to business, right? Are they going to be a business in a restaurant, and then at first sign of failure, are they going to say, you know what, I want to sell my steak? No, they can't do that, right? They invested into the business. You can't get your money back for investing into that business. But that's what it seems. It's like they're going to give up on the business as soon as, you know, shit hits the fan, for lack of a better term. So for me, I will not give up on a position. I will not give up on a project. Now, I will tell you if I'm leaving the project because of lack of transparency or something like that. But then again, even the ones that I did leave, I still held on to the position so that I don't decrease any of the price with what I was holding. So, you know, I'm not going to be part of something that's not transparent, and I want to be only a part of things that are transparent. And it seems like Zelda, you know, and the people behind that have gone out of their way to talk to me, you know. Good morning. I'm curious, why do you think the crash is over? So I was talking about this before, right? Understand that for me, I think a little bit differently, and I think based off of reactions. A lot of people will think based off of what businesses are doing or what's going on in the economy. Understand that cryptocurrency is not 100% tied to how the economy is functioning. Yes, investing in cryptocurrency, 100%. Holding cryptocurrency, yes, it could be affected in a little bit, in a slight way, right? But at the bottom, a lot of people are holding, and it's showing that people are holding at these levels. The reaction that we had based on this recession talk, and which, you know, we're very close to it, which I don't think we'll get to that level. I think it's actually going to, you know, decrease. The CPI data is actually going to decrease. We're going to see it at less than 9.1 for July. But what we're looking at here, or what we were looking at some of these highs, we see a reaction, right, where the people in the know understand that this is a very high point, right? 60, I think it's 69 that it got to, 69,000. I don't know why I'm saying 67, but 69,000 is a very, very high point. We know that this is going to decrease, or at least the institutions do. Some of these institutions end up selling. We see a little bit of consolidation at some of these lows, right? Then it ends up decreasing on the basis of, you know, everything that's happening in the world, right? And then we see it at really low lows. It doesn't look like it's at the lowest point possible that we're going to see it drop a little bit more. So then it does drop heavily, right? Now, when we see it get to some of these levels, just like I talked about a couple of minutes ago, a lot of times what you see is a low point, and then you see consolidation, and then it's followed by either a rip or a large dip, depending on what the news is after, you know, a couple of months or so, a couple of weeks. Now, we've seen this dip. We've seen it all the way down to 17.7. I don't think it will come back down to that 17.7 mark unless we somehow see more of an impact or more of a reaction from retail traders. Retail traders are not selling as much as institutions are selling, right? We're not reacting as much as institutions are reacting. We've also already dropped 75% from the highs all the way down to this low. I don't see anything more than that, 75%. Yes, we can drop down to 19. We can drop down to 20. We can drop down to mid 18s, but I don't see us getting down to that 17.7 mark again. I really don't, right? If it does, I'll be the first one to come out and say that I was wrong as soon as I see it. 100% transparent. I will come out and tell you that. But I think 75% is the max extent to the crypto drop. Is it the max extent to the stock market drop? No. Stock market, I think we're going to see that drop more based on output for businesses and, obviously how much people are spending, consumer spending. But if, that doesn't 100% correlate to the crypto market as of today because of the fact that institutions have sold a lot of their stake in crypto. So then we saw that come out. We saw the reaction from institutions in big money, from the institutions in the know. And then we saw the reaction from retail investors all the way down to 17.7. Now we're seeing a reaction to where retail investors may be making some moves, some big money, maybe making some moves to buy at some of these levels. But I don't see it dropping down to 17.7 or lower than 17.7. And that's my opinion. I mean, no one can 100% predict it, but that's where I stand and where I've been standing for, a number of months now. I guess ever since we hit 17.7, so I guess 1 month or so, I've been standing there for a while. I've been waiting to see where that low was and where that push was. And this is exactly what we're seeing. We're seeing the low, we see consolidation. We see a low, we see consolidation. And we just need to find, now this obviously was unfortunate to see that drop so heavy because it dropped hard. But I don't expect to see a large drop like that again. You agree? Well, thank you for agreeing. FOMO will come because people want to time the bottom. Yeah, I think they do. And I think anybody that got into 17.7 or any position at some of those lows, I think where CRO was at like 9 cents and you had Ethereum that was lower than $1,000. Yeah, I think you figured out where the low is and now you're going to get tons of benefits out of it. I invested in CRO at 12 cents, which is a very low point. I invested $4,000 at 12 cents and I'm happy with that investment. I didn't invest at the insane low of 9 cents or 8 cents or so, but I did invest at a lower point. So I'm happy with that. Good chat, Matt. Thanks for sharing your wisdom about crypto. I'm out, got some important things to do. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Sophia. Yeah, thank you to everybody that's here. If you are headed out of here and you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Also, if you haven't subscribed, there's a lot of people that haven't subscribed to my channel, but still watch it and have been a return viewer for a long time. Just hit that subscribe button. If you don't subscribe to any channels, I totally understand. But I'm just going to ask anyways, because that's what YouTube's about. So I actually entered a long at 17,777 on Bitcoin a month ago at 100x leverage. However, closed the trade for like 850% profit the day after. Should have stayed in the trade for much longer time maybe. Yeah, I mean, what I typically do in a lot of my investments is I wait for at least something to double. I know Bitcoin is a little bit difficult with that. You want to be able to gain your percentages, whatever you can gain, but I wait for something to double. I take my initial investment, at least my initial investment, and then I sit on whatever profit I have. So I let it sit in there. I would have probably taken your initial investment plus a little bit of profit, so that you're not afraid, obviously, of using that leverage, but then you're also holding money in there or holding profit in there so that you can see it run, right? You can see it get to some of these levels of 69.9 or, 70,000 or 75,000 or 100,000. That would be fantastic if you could see it get to that level. And the thing is that you would have been able to gain your money back. And I'm happy for you. Either way, you gained what, 850%? What was it? 850%? That's phenomenal. You still gained a lot, right? New subscriber, what up with Lunic? Nothing up with Lunic right now. Nothing like too concerning. There was an AMA for Lunatics Token. Let's see if I can find it. So Lunatics Token, if you haven't followed it, you guys can go and follow it. So basically this token right here burns off Lunic, and it hasn't, like, it's in pre-sale right now. Or not pre-sale right now. I think pre-sale is in like a couple of days. When is it? It's somewhere, somehow. Launching this Wednesday at 3 p.m. UTC. Pink sale for 24 hours only, so get in early, right? This is where you get into a position. It's not about what it's going to do within this 24-hour period or even after this. It's about the fact of what it's going to do overall. With volume that goes into it, I understand that people want to make money out of it. So when you get in, you can get out really early if you wanted to, but know that it does have a tax associated with it that burns off Terra Luna Classic. So I'm going to be involved in it. I'm going to get into it and find a way to buy some. I don't know how much, but I will find a way to buy some, maybe like $300 worth or something, $100 or $300 worth. But we need to see people that are, buying into this and, burning off Lunic while also capturing Lunic in what they're holding. So I'm really excited to see what it's all about. I'm really excited to see all the people that get into it, if they do get into it. I'm not a partner in this. I'm not taking any coins. It's a fair launch. I'm buying my own coins, and I'm going to be a part of it that way, not a way to where they're giving me something or anybody else is receiving anything like that. We are capturing our own supply there, and hopefully some of the marketing that goes into it can push it to coin market cap faster. Hopefully it can go to a lot of exchanges faster, but that's something that's not on their minds right now. What's on their minds is actually getting this launched, having a successful launch, having a number of holders within it, and continuing to grow in that amount of holders. So I've seen the team behind it, and the team seems like they're really into growing this thing and growing Luna Classic, not just the Lunatics Token. But if you're looking for an investment to where you can gain something while also increasing the value of Lunic, this is it. So basically on Wednesday, we will have this pre-sale. So I'm excited about that. If you want to go ahead and follow Lunatics Token, let me go ahead and put that in the chat here. Lunatics Token. Hopefully I'm spelling that right. Sometimes I can't spell. Most times I can't spell. Here we go. We have retested 21K levels, so I think this will be the bottom. Yeah, 21K will be the bottom. I think it's probably gonna break through that. But it will be a support level. It won't be a hard support level. Hard support levels are probably gonna be a little bit lower than that. But yes, you're probably right. Lots if burn initiatives for Lunic and things progressing rapidly with governance. The interview for Lunatics Token was better, in my honest opinion. The interview that you did, yeah, I want to watch that. So I haven't watched it yet. If you want to go check out, where's DJ Trev's at? If you want to put your the link to your channel in the chat, DJ Trev, because the work that you're doing right now And honestly, the conversations that I've had with the team behind Lunatics have been nothing but positive with everything that you're doing, the way you hold yourself, way you conduct yourself, and everything that you're doing. You're looking to do the right things when it comes to creating these interview opportunities, going out of your comfort zone and trying to figure out Zoom, figure out Streamlabs, figure out all these different pieces, and you're doing it sort of by yourself, because I notice that I don't respond a lot. So I'm sorry, but I really do, I really do want to respond, especially when I was on vacation. It's just very tough to respond to anything. And it's insanely tough for me to respond regularly. So there were bits and pieces to where somebody said something and I responded, and it's just always out of the blue. But yeah, if you want to go follow DJ Trev, let me go ahead and look for his channel here. Come on, where's it? There it is. If you want to go and follow DJ Trev's Market Talk, definitely go and follow them. Go and follow him. He has 308 subscribers. He will put his link in the chat somewhere. There we go. He put his link in the chat, so go and follow him. And he talks about a lot of different stuff, and he's definitely growing pretty fast. I can't wait until he gets to a form of monetization, so I feel like I can pay him back for everything he has done, for me, as a moderator, as an admin. He's done a lot for me. So hopefully you guys can return the favor there and, follow him, give him a subscribe, watch some of his videos. Yeah. So anyways, you're doing a great job. Let's see. I would love to see more subscribers on his YouTube channel. I would love to see it as well. Crypto Dream has a channel too. Yes, Crypto Dream does have a channel. You do have to check out Crypto Dream's channel as well. He's doing great work over there. Where the heck am I at? And like, I usually don't like to do shout outs unless what that person is talking about is like relevant to what I'm talking about here. And both of them have relevance, as we're talking about cryptocurrency, and they do talk about different coins, different tokens. But obviously, talking about the Lunatics token, DJ Trev had an interview with some of the team behind Lunatics, so that I didn't get a chance to watch. But it's obviously you're starting to see the transparency of that team, right? The doxing of that team, the people behind it, what their plan is, everything that's structured there. It just looks better and better as the days go on. And I love transparency. You all know that I love transparency. And if a team can be that transparent, I'm all for it. He has a great way of explaining. He does. I mean, sometimes it does go a little over the top with the explanation, but he breaks it down in such a good way. Way better than I do. So I'll give him that. How about shut up? Ha 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 ha. All right. Me? I'll shut up. That's fine. Thanks for coming through with the negativity. Or positivity. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's sarcasm, or maybe it's not. The interview with CZ is very important. Man, DJ Trev definitely deserves credit. Not sweating him getting his shout out. I love being able to learn from you guys. That's what it's all about, man. Again, both of you deserve a shout out, a big shout out. But yeah, I think you guys are both doing an amazing job. I always like to let the person grow for themselves, and you both are taking kind of the bull by the horns here, right? Grabbing the bull by the horns in doing all this, and looking at Lunatics token, looking at Luffy or however you say it, and looking at Lunic and Shiba Inu, and breaking down all of that, and Vault Inu and everything there. So Again, you guys are doing an amazing job. I want to see you both gain something, gain something big out of it, especially, going on YouTube and creating all these videos. It's tough to put yourself out there, and you both have done a great job with it. Let's see. Ethereum is up 10% right now. It's up to $179 billion market cap. Phenomenal, man. I can't wait until we see the flippening. If we do see the flippening, Matt's still holding the 20 million Lunic. Yeah, I'm holding a little bit more than 20 million. Not you, the shout out. Has anyone heard Lunar? Is it a scam coin? I haven't heard of it. So, well, I might have heard of it a little bit, but I don't know if I would have to really look into it. But you probably want to look at Token Sniffer first, and then break down some of the other pieces of it and see what it's all about. But yeah, how big of a run will CRO go with FIFA? I don't know. How big of a run will they go? Like, how long will they be a sponsor? Is that what you're saying? Like, I will see crypto.com sponsor sports probably forever. It probably won't be as big of sponsorships that you've seen in the past right now because of how cryptocurrency has come back so much. But you will see more and more sponsors come through with every single sporting event. It's just going to happen. Listening while at work. Thank you so much, Matthew. Yeah, no problem. I like how Crypto Dream finds crypto that we don't think of. Yeah, that's good to always find new stuff. Break that down and see what you really enjoy about that position. If it's, especially if somebody else is asking for it, right? If you're responding to your audience and saying, hey, I want to talk about this token. And you're like, all right, I'll create a video on it, and you break down that token. It's always a good thing. Now, you still do have to worry about views there, because if you get less views and it doesn't fall in line with all of your other videos, it usually messes up the algorithm in some form or fashion. But yeah, you got to make sure you're titling it the right way and all of that, thumbnail and everything, because you can make anything actually pop off as a great video as long as you have a great title and thumbnail now, and you have a little bit of the YouTube algorithm behind you. When is that, and what is the name of it? I don't know what you're talking about. Lunatics 2022.0001 to 00001. You think it's going to decrease in 2022? Watch the breakout CRTD. CRTD? That sounds weird to say those letters in CRTD. All right. Does anybody else hear that, or is it just me? I saw something about the Bally's NFT going to ETH in a game. Do you still hold it, and what do you think? Yes, I still hold it. I did know that they were doing a game there. That's the idea for the whole attributes behind it. So yes, I do have it, and I'm going to hold it. I hold 2 Bally's NFTs. And I'm going to see what it's all about and what the growth of that is going to be about. I don't know if I'll play the game much. I'll definitely, see what it's all about, but I don't know. We'll have to see. And maybe I'll make it my mission on my gaming channel to do a lot of gaming on cryptocurrency games and metaverses and all that stuff, collecting coins within that. That would be fun to do and be more of a gaming gaming crypto channel there. But also be on the form of gaming. I still need to complete God of War, which I think I will play today at 10 o'clock. I'm going to get off here and I'm going to play right away. And I do need to upload videos on the Let It Burn channel as well. They do UFC already, and they do NBA games, basketball as well. Has anyone checked out LFG? I have not. Is it Let's Fucking Go or Let's Freaking Go? In a month, it's going down more. You're saying Lunic? You think Lunic is going down more, or you think the entire crypto market is going down more? So for me, yes, I can say that crypto could decrease and could fall back. It could fall back today. You could see this pull back today and get down to some of these levels of 21, maybe 20. You could see that. The point is that it's not going to drop lower than the lowest low, right? 17.7, I don't see it. Shout out Matthew and Fire King. What's next with the $1 trillion cap? Well, the next level we want to see is 1.2 trillion. That was a hard like resistance level and where it was pulling back from. So we want to see it break that level. But with the way Ethereum is moving, this could break that level pretty fast. Like once we start seeing, let's say Ethereum in the range of, like say this is 422, let's say this is around 350 or 300, people are going to start to make a huge deal out of this to see Ethereum at 350 and maybe see Bitcoin at 422 or 500, right? Or something like that, right? We're going to make a huge deal out of that because it's making up some ground. Would love to talk about other coins. Yeah, I mean, I try and talk about a lot of things. And if somebody gives me a suggestion, usually I try and look it up. Like when people were talking about polymath, obviously we haven't talked about Shiba Inu much today. There's not really much news that's happening right now with Shiba Inu. We talked about Cronos for a while. Some people were in my comment section talking about FTX and the ability for FTX to survive everything that's happening here. Over on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching. Hi there. Anyone here? Okay, bye. Well, sorry. I'm here, but I appreciate you being here for however long you were here. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour and 51 minutes. Has the market opened? The market has opened. Let's see what's happening in the stock market. SOS. SOS is up 5%. That's amazing. Let's see this grow. I mean, I'm already down a hell of a lot, but let's see it grow. AMC is up about 2.5%. Looks good. Shiba Inu is up 5%. XRP is up 5%. Roblox is up 2.5%. Tesla up about 3%. That's making a move. Look at those green candles. Looks phenomenal. ApeCoin up 21%. Yeah, Tesla's really moving. It's starting to pull back now. It's probably going to come back down to the 15 or the VWAP. Oh, it's continuing. That's continuing. There's no resistance there. There's some resistance. I always struggle with Tesla because it runs out of nowhere, especially in the beginning of the day. You want to know where the peak point is going to be, where it's oversold or overbought, and it looks like it's insanely overbought. So yeah, that's tough. That is tough. GME is up another 2%. That's fallen though off of the open. I don't usually comment, but SOS was a bad investment I've made. Took a big loss. Like you sold your position or you're taking a big loss right now. I think SOS definitely is looking more and more like it was a bad investment. Now, anything could happen, but right now, with everything that has happened, with how many shares that I have, or I had 2,000, I think, and now I have 40 at $190 of an average, it's going to take a lot of effort to get back to some of those levels. It could, but it's going to take a lot of effort to get back to some of those levels. And I think I want to capture as much as I can capture and then go on about my day. If I can capture everything that I lost, that would be phenomenal, but I don't think that will happen. Not with the move that they made. $190. You're supposed to see that too. Yeah, that's not going to get there. And then my $1 option, which is now way past $1, but doesn't factor in that same way. It factors in percentage wise. It's not looking good. So thank you for commenting. I appreciate that. But I agree with you 100%. SOS was not a great investment for me. And just doesn't look good. I hope that I can make up that loss somewhere else. But right now it's an unrealized huge loss. Unrealized, though, is the key word. Coin market cap back over 1 trillion. Yep. How long do you think Ethereum will take to get over 2,000? At this rate, it could be the end of this week. We could see this reach 2,000 very quickly. I do think we'll have a resistance at 1,800, but we could definitely see it at the end of this week if things keep moving in this direction, which I don't know if they will. I think we will see some pullbacks. 1.2 trillion is definitely a significant point. 1.5 trillion, definitely a significant point. So we'll see. We will see. I know that Ethereum and Bitcoin lead the way. So if we're going to see anything move, it would be Bitcoin and Ethereum first, before everything else. So again, we'll see, but I don't think it'll take long to get over 2,000. Take care, everyone. Good luck with your trades today. Yes, we're almost at the 2-hour mark. We're going to stay on here for 5 more minutes. I said I would go to members only. You know what? How many members do we have in here? Do we have any members? We have 1 member, 2 members, 3 members. Looks like we only have 3 members in here right now. If I go to members only, it's going to be like no chats. There's not really much spam, and there's only 348 people here. Do you think 2020 has... Wait, what do you think 2020 has in store for DOT? I think DOT will make some big moves as well. It was at an insanely low. I haven't checked it in the past couple of days, but in the past 7 days, it's up 10%. The past 24 hours, 6%. It's at an insanely low. Not obviously the lowest low possible, but if we look at over the last 3 months, we've seen this at some of the lowest points it's ever been, right? $18, where is it at currently? Basically $8. So you can see that double very easily within this year if you needed to, right? If you wanted to. You have a lot of the circulating supply that's out there. So again, $52 of a high or $53 of a high versus the $7 where it is at. Now I understand that I think there was dilution that went into this. Maybe not. It doesn't look like there's dilution. So you saw $53 at a high point, and now you're seeing it at $7 or technically $8. So you have a lot of room to grow. I think DOT can easily make moves. Remember, guys, if you want to go and follow Lunatics Token, which does burn Luna, and they're going to be at pre-sale on Wednesday, feel free to go check that out. The link is in the chat. It's pinned to the chat. Get them to 1,100 followers, because obviously we want to be able to grow the excitement around this as soon as we can, and be able to build up a lot of hype. That's what we need. Finally, over 100 million Shiba Inu coins. Well, that's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I'm happy for you. I hope that everything pans out the way that you want it to, especially at some of these lower lows, getting back to previous midpoints or even previous highs. Would love to see that. But yeah, we have to see that get there. But he found a way to reinvent himself with the crypto. What are we talking about here? Last summer was hot. AMC is ripping. AMC is absolutely ripping. Let's go back here. Let me get out of this. Oh, you know what? I'll keep that up. Where is my AMC is making a pretty decent move. It's up to $16. That's phenomenal. If I look at my Fidelity account where I bought 125 more, that's worth so much more because I bought, I think it was at $14. So it's worth, $2 more per share that I have. Obviously, I want it to grow a little bit more, but we'll have to see. Do I still have my Vortex account? I think I do. Which I think I need to cancel it. I don't know how to do that because I'm paying for that Vortex account and it's pretty expensive. It's like $500. I mean, per year, it's not that bad, but for all the information that you get, it's just I haven't been heavy into the stock market right now. So if I'm not heavily invested into the stock market, looking at all this information constantly, it's not really, I mean, it may be a business expense if I look at it a couple of times. But right now, they changed this. Right now, the live short interest free float is 18% on AMC. Total 93 million shares. Interest change of 0.62%. Utilization at 100. Shares on loan 130 million. That is insane. How did the short interest drop so much? Short interest went from 22 all the way down to 17 without any like real movement. That was on what day? So this was on June 24th all the way to June 4th or June 5th. June 24th all the way to June 5th. Yeah, June 24th to June 5th. We really didn't see anything happen here, but all the short interest was, yeah, this is ridiculous. 6% for SOS. Seems like a lot of things are actually making some positive moves. Just be wary of how this is increasing so much, especially like Tesla and AMC and GME. Things might find a way to, pull back on us. See if I got some promotions here. It seems that I got something open. No? All right, fine. Fine, don't give me any free stocks. I don't want any free stocks anyways. I don't want any of that. Show you guys what's going on behind the scenes here. Short interest value estimate 1.4 billion. Jeez. Jeez. All right, so there's 320 people here. If you haven't had a chance to hit the like button, please do so. We are over that 2-hour mark. I'm going to get ready to go live on the gaming channel. If you guys want to join, we could still talk about how crypto is going, but obviously it's a gaming channel, so we're trying to keep things around gaming. I do need to upload some videos for the Let It Burn channel, which I will do that after the hour session of gaming. But yeah, I can't wait. Algo is at 35 cents currently, has potential to go to the moon by 2030. Yeah, I bought at 30 cents. So seeing that at 35 cents, it looks really, really good. I'm seeing positivity in my algo position. It's a dead cat bounce over Ethereum 2.0 rates will go up again soon. Bitcoin going below 15. All right, well, we need to see. If I'm wrong, I definitely will take it. Anyways, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, again, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, at PerryAK, you can follow me there. Also, the links are down below if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I have 2 different TikToks, a golf TikTok and a personal finance TikTok, which I haven't uploaded in a while. I do want to upload more frequently. I need to figure out a schedule. Yeah, I think things are great. The crypto market looks good. The stock market looks good. I can definitely put my gaming channel in the chat if you guys want to join it. Let me put that in the chat really quick. Thank you for reminding me. Let me bring this over here and just go to my channel. That's a great idea. Bring this over here. I know there's less people here, but my gaming channel. Yeah, there we go. If you guys want to follow my gaming channel, it's in the chat. So feel free to check it out. You know, I'm playing God of War for the first time, and I think we're close to the end. I played Quarry. If you want to check those videos out, those were fun. It was really, really fun to play. It wasn't too heavy on, like, you know, moving the controller around. It was really about just reacting to certain things, but it's a really, really fun storyline, really, really fun game to play. So if you guys want to join that and, you know, be a part of that, feel free to go over there and subscribe. Would love to get up to 1,000 subscribers. Would love to get up to the 4,000 hours of watch time so I can stream more, because I do play games pretty frequently. And yeah, we try and do like an hour, sometimes two, of a session. See, we did an hour, 40 some minutes. So yeah, we're going to do about an hour again at like 10 o'clock. So feel free to subscribe. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for the super chats as well. Oh, wait, you can't even see it. Here you go. What games do you play? So I played God of War. I played Quarry. I play Marvel's Avengers a lot. I did play a little bit of Golf Club 2019. I have it still. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I wanted to play a lot of that. I played Resident Evil. I played all of the Resident Evil, I think. I think I went through the whole thing. This was fun. But yeah, if you want to go and subscribe and recommend some games, we can play some and get through some storylines. I do plan on playing a lot more. But yeah, maybe doing one a day. I don't know. The crash isn't over yet because there's just a pump means nothing. Haven't learned as quick as it goes up, it can go down as quickly. It's still half a year, along with the Fed talking more events happening. I agree with that it can pull back down. I just don't see it hitting the lowest lows again. Fed can keep talking. They can keep creating negativity. The problem is the more that they talk, they need reactions from institutions to see that drop as much in the crypto market. Stock market still has a ton of room to drop. Crypto market, not so much. I think retail traders see more positivity than a lot of other people do. So I don't 100% agree with you, but I do understand that things can come back. Inu, low market cap. What is that? Inu. That's funny. Thank you, Steven, for that $5 super chat. It does have a low market cap. I don't know who's investing in Inu. If anybody's investing in Inu, you should definitely be putting that money into a better spot. Like Lunatics Token would do a lot better for people that are holding Lunic, at least. And some other positions, some other like bigger positions. But anyways, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.